KNEB. The News Extra program today is brought to you by Gehring Civic Center. I'm Dennis Ernest in for Kevin Mooney on assignment this morning. Visiting about the 11th Annual Festival of Hope, Dr. Vince Bjorling is here, wife Vicki is also here, and Ryan Windhorst is here to talk about this big event. Doc, give us the elevator speech on Festival of Hope for those who might not know.
Well, this is going to be our 11th event, Dennis, and we're really excited about it. Every year it just seems to be a great opportunity for people to come out and to honor and celebrate and remember cancer survivors and to have a good time with a lot of different events. So we're going to have a good crowd and a good day, and it's just to become one of the staples in our community and one of the things that people really look forward to doing. And so on June 15th, everybody needs to come out and have a good time.
And it's a big fundraiser. I mean, that bottom line, we're trying to raise funds, right?
It is. You know, we've raised the money, and last year we probably gave over $130,000 to 150 cancer patients and their families. And looks like we're on track to do quite a bit more of that this year. There's been quite a bit more need. We also donate money to research and also to educational things. So I think we're probably going to give away probably closer to $170,000, $180,000 this year. So we do a lot of good things with the money, but mostly the event, I think, is really about people coming out and having a good time. And I think that that's going to be the big part of all of this.
Dr. Vince Bjorling with us, and Vicki is here as well. Now, Vicki, there's a lot of activities, and we'll come back to Vince on some of those in a moment, but you specifically wanted to talk about this bone marrow match. What's that all about?
Actually, it's a bone marrow drive. Sometimes the best treatment for patients with lymphoma, leukemia, or other diseases is a marrow or a stem cell transplant. And so the doctors may turn to the National Marrow Donor Program. And so we're trying to have a drive to enlist people to the National Marrow Donor Program. And we would like to have healthy 18 to 44-year-olds come out and see what that's about, and maybe sign a consent and a registration form, and it's a cheek swab, and they might be able to save a life being on this registry.
So it'd be much like getting your blood typed in a sense. You mean that way you would readily know whether you
Similar.
can donate.
This is called tissue typing, HLA typing instead of a blood typing, so it's a little bit different than that, and it's a different registry. It's the National Marrow Donor Program, so.
But along those lines is what
It
I'm
is.
getting at.
It is, absolutely.
Sort of that sort of approach.
Absolutely.
Okay, so that's going on, and you say it's just a cheek swab, and
It's cheek swab. They'll get more information at the booth. Our Nebraska Nurses Association will be hosting at that booth along with some other community members, and they can learn more information about that. And you can also go to marrow.org, and that has Be the Match and the registry, and they can learn more about that then and come out and help us out.
very good. You also kind of hit up the 5K run?
I do. The kickoff for the Festival of Hope is a 5K run walk, and this year we're having 2 children's fun runs. We're having 5 and under, and then 6 to 10. And so we'd like to have anybody come out and participate in that.
Whether you walk or run or whatever.
You can run and you can walk. The run is competitive, the walk is not competitive. And the walk and run they're both 5K, and it's the same course at the same time. And it's $15 per person, and they get a t-shirt and a chance for a 5K drawing. The children's fun run is $5, and they get a t-shirt and a prize and a ribbon.
Okay. And we can pre-register or that morning, either way?
Yes.
And
Yes.
where would we pre-register at?
Go to the website, www.festivalofhope.net, and you can print off a form and go ahead and send that in. And if you don't get it sent in the next several days, then just come to the event and we can sign you up that morning.
Okay, real good. More about the Festival of Hope right after these words.
Gehring's vibrant history and the premier facility of the Gehring Civic Center makes this the place for your reunions and small dinners. With professional staff to assist in event planning and the meat shop's 29 years of catering experience, your events will be spectacular. Call West Nebraska's premier multifunction facility at 436-6888 or visit us at www.geringciviccenter.com. The Gehring Civic Center, we do the work and you get the praise.
On News Extra, visiting about the Festival of Hope coming up June 15th at the Fairgrounds in Mitchell. And Vince and Vicki Bjorling are here, Ryan Windhorst as well. We'll hear from Ryan in a moment. Vince, back to you, kind of the overall of the activities then associated with it. We've heard about the 5K and so on.
Right, we start off with the 5K run on Saturday morning, the 15th, and then there'll be breakfast available. The Knights of Columbus are going to be fixing breakfast for people, so if you want breakfast, I think it's a $4 charge, and you can get a great breakfast from the Knights. Then there's going to be entertainment throughout the day, a lot of good musical entertainment. There'll be dancers and other sorts of things, and so that'll be going on through the day. There's going to be booths for people to look at different wares and other sorts of things, fun things to do. There's also going to be a penny carnival for kids. There's going to be a silent auction. There's going to be a live auction. There'll be food at noon for lunch, so if you want to come out and get something to eat for that too, there'll be food available. I'm sure there's going to be a bake sale. And then one of the other, a couple of the big highlights are we have the Wall of Hope, where for $10 you can purchase a paper butterfly, and that can go with your loved one's name on the wall, and it can be present survivors or past survivors, and that's always a real inspiring thing, along with the butterfly release, which will end the day, and that's always very neat to have the live butterflies be released and take off, and so that's one of the signature events of the Festival of Hope. So it's a little something for everybody throughout the day.
Yeah, and again, starting with the 5K in the morning at 7:30. Now, Ryan, this live auction, we've got some big ticket items, huh?
We do. Like Vince said, the live auction, it starts around 2:30. There's been some great individuals and businesses helping donate these items. The first item is a Lazy Boy recliner donated by Weber's Furniture. The second is an amazing pheasant hunt in Pierce, South Dakota, donated by Cheyenne Ridge Outfitters and Lodge. The third item is a beautiful antler bench, handcrafted by Randy Smith of Wyoming, and it's donated by Jack Berg and Pete Lapisotis. We've got a Traeger grill donated by Carr Trumbull Lumber. We have a great golf outing at Wild Horse Golf Course near Gothenburg, donated by Terry Jessen and Diane Unterseher. That includes 2 nights at a hotel there in Gothenburg. The sixth item is a Vera Bradley luggage and purse collection. I talked to my wife about this last night, and she says those would be beautiful items. The next item is a great culinary experience donated by Rick and Judy Keller and the Meat Shop. It's a gift of fine dining for 8 individuals. We also have an original painting donated by Mary Hunt called Fluttering Fiesta. This is an amazing item, a governor's dinner donated by Governor Heinemann and First Lady Sally. It's a dinner for 8 and a private viewing of the governor's mansion in Lincoln. And then finally, we have a John Deere riding lawnmower donated by the Roger and Connie Frank family.
And so many of these families have been touched by cancer in one way or another that have stepped up and helped with this, and it does touch so many people. Festival of Hope on June 15th at the Mitchell Fairgrounds. Vince, Vicki, and Ryan, thanks for coming by this morning.
Thank you very
Thanks for
much.
having us.
Thanks so much, Dennis.